Warning: the Atari Creep YouTube channel is intended for a mature audience. Regardless of the subject matter, this video may contain strong language, simulated violence, and lots of psychological nudity. Viewer discretion is advised. Let's try this again. What's up, creepers and geekers? Chris, the Atari Creep. How's everyone doing today? I am super pumped up with coffee. I got a problem. But I'm super excited about today's concept, or today's video anyway. But before we do that, anyone who is a sponsor to the Creeps 2021 Walk Down to Alzheimer's, I need you to perk your ears up. Everyone else, go get a sandwich or something. Go get a sandwich. We'll be right back. I need to talk to these folks real quick first, okay? To put out a lame excuse, my mom's declining health has really weighed heavy on my time and, of course, my mind. So I've been kind of lacking. I've been lacking and slacking, and I'm failing you guys, and I do apologize. We should already have this year's shirt ready to rock and roll. And I haven't been aggressive enough to come out and ask you guys for your logos. So I am giving everyone till the 15th. I've put this on all my social media, so there should not be any excuse to get a hold of me, whether you DM me or you're shooting me an email, which is on this channel somewhere, and maybe in the About Me, I don't know, but it's Christopher_call at ymail.com. Not G, it's ymail. I seem to be the only person on the planet with that, and everyone questions it. It's through Yahoo, okay? There you go. Mystery solved. Get me your logo, no background, high resolution. By the 15th, on the 16th, I will get them all to Ryan D Designs to put the layout together, and I will have the shirts ready to rock and roll shortly thereafter. Anyone who comes in after the 15th is going to be asked out, and I do apologize for that, but because I've been so delayed in everything, I have to be, on the ball here now. I need to get back into it. I need to get back into thanking everyone. I'm already at $1,550. Holy shit, I'm number 2 in the state right now. Number 2. We talked about that on my live stream yesterday. Let's get me to number 1. The number 1 right now is at $2,000, which is probably going to rise. So we really need to fucking rise up and get me to be number 1. That would be awesome. I would love the words Atari Creep to be on that website for all to see. And of course, I will give you guys all the glory for it. So there you go. 15th, I need your logos. Get a hold of me one way or the other. And all will be good. Now, god damn it. The reason I keep doing this is because I keep getting a tickle in my nose. I keep blowing my nose. My allergies are kicking in big time. So there may be a lot of cuts here. I'm not going to stop anymore. So if I sneeze, I promise I'll try to cut it out. But I want to talk about this. I am wicked excited to talk about this, And at first I saw this and was like, oh, cool, another Slappy design. Well, Slappy's work is amazing. We've already talked about it on this channel a few times, in fact. But I saw this, and at first I was like, haha, really cool. But then something hit me. And I promise you, we need to talk about the actual Intellivision first. And all the roads in this conversation will lead back to this. I promise you, I'm going somewhere with this. As a preemptive, I'm going to be talking a lot here. I love my Intellivision. I absolutely love it. I got it right here. Hear that? That's my Intellivision. I love it. We go for long walks on the beach, Sometimes we just cuddle up with a blanket and watch horror flicks. Yeah, I love my Intellivision. I love playing it. I love the sounds. I love the games. It's always been kind of like one of those mystery systems to me because I never really had much access to one when I was a youth, back when the Intellivision was still on store shelves, with one exception. And we've talked about this a number of times. My friend Tammy's older brothers had one in their room. And once in a while, I'd get to sneak in there and play a little bit. I associate Pitfall more with the Intellivision because of that experience. And Astro Smash, and just a fantastic system. But if I were to say there was a certain downfall, here comes the cliche. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, well, I love the controller. And that's fine. That's fine. I know a lot of people hate fucking joysticks. And I love them. But this fucking thing, it's not even so much the functionality of it. I mean, it is the functionality of it, but not in the way that you might be thinking. Okay? I can get used to this, and I can get used to this. I will never get used to these. I'm not going to ever say anything nice about these buttons. These buttons blow dog. They're fucking disgusting, they're horrible, and they belong in hell. But the biggest downfall of this controller, which can be, you can get used to it, in my opinion, is a design. Now, I don't know if it's a design in the hardware, or if it's in the game development hadn't gotten to that next level, that evolution. Because let's face it, sometimes people eventually learn ways around certain limitations. In this case, I'm talking about the use of the disc and the number pad being able to be used at the same time. Can you see where I'm going with this thing? Can you see where I'm going now? It makes playing games like Night Stalker or Tron Deadly Discs and any game the like a little more challenging. Now, you can use the two controllers. That's how they got around with it then. That's not comfortable for me, and it's not intuitive. It just doesn't work. Maybe that's got something to do with me not being able to use double thumbsticks. Maybe it's just, I don't know. You can buy controllers, but I don't have a system where that's easy enough to hook up. I mean, I suppose I could buy one. If I got my dream Intellivision, sure. I love that Sears Super Video Arcade. That is my dream Intellivision, to get a nice, clean example of that. And I do believe that those controls were unplugged. So, I mean, there are options around it, but they're not common and they're not readily available. Bringing us to this thing right here. So, a long time ago, we're going to jump ship a little bit here. I showed you something very similar to this, but for Atari. Now, I don't know if it was an actual leaked concept, but about a year or two later, Blaze Entertainment came out with that very console. First without an SD card, and then they remedied that. But in between, Flashback, the Atari Flashback Portable by Crap Games, came out. And I'm not going to lie, I absolutely love this. This is my second console. The first one broke. I used it so much. Or maybe it just sat in the car. I don't remember what broke it, but it broke. And I was able to get my hands on one of these fairly inexpensively through the Game Czar. Actually, I made a cash/trade with him or something like that. But we got this in my hands. This goes with me everywhere. I'm getting my second COVID shot in a couple of weeks. This will be going with me. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is because I feel if this thing was treated very much like this, don't let At Games build it though. Give it to Blaze. They seem to be on the fucking ball here. And looking at this, I think that kind of looks like the Evercade anyway. But regardless, if it's treated very much like this, I think not only would this work, but I think the concept itself could fucking take off. Now, the main thing I'm trying to get at is building in the functionality of being able to use both sides here on this one handheld. The other advantage to that is my At Games portable Atari super duper system can be plugged into the TV. It's not the greatest experience in the world, but it's still an experience that you can do on the TV. This would alleviate a lot of things, or for capture and stuff like that, and I won't have to emulate and all that crap. Plus, I'll have another rad handheld console rather. I'm going to stop using concept to bring with me. That thing would constantly be in battle with this. Which one am I bringing? The answer is yes. But which one will I actually use when I get there? That'll be dependent on mood. And to top it all off, let's put about a handful of games in there, but give it that SD compatibility. I know a lot of companies like, no, we don't want to do that because all kinds of free games and stuff like that. I think this wouldn't work unless you had that. I mean, there are still going to be people that buy it and they'll enjoy it for what it is. But if it is built just like this, I mean, yeah, so you could put your original overlays in it, or the overlays from your Intellivision Flashback console, or maybe send them with whatever overlays for whatever games are built in, and you get a scrounge for the rest once you start expanding the library. I think as long as the two sets of controls can be worked simultaneously, you have an SD slot and it can be plugged into a TV one way or the other. This is gold, and I don't mean that in pun because of the color of the console. I think this is gold. This concept right here is money. This is like free fucking money being printed and put into Intellivision's pockets. So let's make this fucking happen. Give this to Blaze. Give this concept to Blaze. Now, if this is like a teaser, because I know Slappy has some inside work going on with the television or whatever, due to certain hints from the Tellerico of Tommy, with the whole wouldn't that be something kind of thing. I want this to, I want this to happen. I'm going to be fucking disappointed if it doesn't happen. So whether it takes a couple of years to make it happen or it's already in the works, I think this is, yeah. We got to get this. We got to get this going. Slappy, dude, thank you for another amazing concept sketch dude, your work is amazing. I can't say enough good things about it. Tommy and the team over in television, please take this seriously. And, you know, I mean, I get you like to have fun with the wouldn't that be something stuff, but I'm dead serious. I want this to happen. I'll be fucking genuinely disappointed if you at least don't research whether or not it's economically feasible to make something like this, because that has to be thrown into the pile. And I know all your eggs are in the Amico basket right now for the most part. But once Amico's running strong, I want this thing to battle this thing for my fucking time. Guys, I want to know what you think, though. Do you think something like this could work? Did I make any sense at all? Are you going to make fun of me for not liking this thing? Because I don't care. I don't like it. And that's all there is to that. But I still do enjoy holding my console. I mean, this thing, look at it. Look at it. How can you not like this thing? It looks like it belongs in an old Oldsmobile, doesn't it? It reminds me of like an Oldsmobile Cutlass from the late 70s and early 80s, but yeah, make this happen, guys. Thank you always so much for watching. Again, happy Friday, if I haven't said it already. If you're a sponsor, get your logo out to me. If you're not a sponsor and you want to become one, you still have time. I just ask that you donate and tell me that you want to be on the t-shirt. No fuckery, though. No fuckery. And I don't want to play games with weird images or anything like that. So if you're legit and you're sincere about it, please keep the Alzheimer's stuff away from all of your gripes or disagreements. And let's just do that separate. Guys, I hope you have a great weekend. I hope you're doing well. And until next time, take care. Creep it real. Thumbs up. Thumbs down. All feedback to the Creep is positive. And bye-bye.